What I'm doing here is I'm integrating a black and white vector plug into my test setup. I have tapped off of my AR down here. I tapped into the proper AC voltages that are used, and I've got the pin out right here for the plug on the back of the vector monitor, black and white monitor. And I've integrated an X, Y, Z and XYZ ground pins on in my edge connector and connected it, hooked it up, and run it to this plug. So what I'm going to do with Asteroids and other vector games is I'm going to run it on a vector monitor instead of that little oscilloscope. Because I got some Asteroids boards that I'm going to be repairing soon, and you know, thanks again to my friend Todd who hooked me up with a 15-inch vector monitor. It's old and dirty and everything. I'm going to go through repairing that in this video, but it's non-working. It doesn't have fuses in it or nothing like that. It's completely filthy dirty. So we're going to clean it up. We're going to shoot the tube and rejuvenate the tube and rebuild it and integrate it into my test setup, which is really freaking cool to have a real vector monitor. Thanks again, Todd. I appreciate it. Todd hooked me up with the Nintendo monitor and the 15-inch vector monitor, and I really appreciate it. So just makes things better for testing and repairing. So that's what this video is going to be. I just went through and got this done. So this is ready to plug into the vector monitor and be good to go. So another advantage of having an AR setup is I tapped right into the AR, right into the transformer, right into the plug basically, and ran this. So, and it's proper. So excellent. So I will get to that vector monitor and we'll go through repairing that. It's probably, I've bought parts. I've got the 3716s and 3792 transistors, the deflection transistors. I've got those. So we'll replace any that's bad, and we'll go through the circuit board, the main board, and we'll clean everything up really good. All right. Okay, this is the 15-inch Electrohome G05-805, I believe, monitor. And as you can see, it is dirty, but it is complete. It's got a little bit of Omega race burn in it, looks like. It's so dirty you can't even see it though. Electrohome G05-805. So we're going to clean this thing up. I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take it apart and we're going to clean it up and go from there. Let me go ahead and start disassembling it. Okay, this is awesome. I just removed the board and I'm removing the connectors from the board, and this one pulled the connector right off the board. How's this for good solder joints? Look at that. Pulled that connector right out. That is hilarious. So I think I might have to go over the connectors maybe. It might be a good idea. That is incredible. I can honestly say I've never had that happen before. Pulled the connector right from the board. Well, I just wanted to show that. I mean, this is a nice clean board. I don't see nothing all burned up to a crisp or anything, so that's cool. I've got a cap kit for it. I've got a cap kit for this monitor, so we shall cap it. And probably replace this connector. Or just resolder this one in. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I do like that Electrohome apparently used good connectors instead of those cheesy red press-in connector things. You know what I'm talking about. So we're going to continue. Let me continue disassembling this thing. Okay, I have it all taken apart, ready to be cleaned. I have the high voltage cage over here, which looks like this pot is broke. The top adjustment part of it is missing, so I'm gonna have to replace that pot. And otherwise it looks okay. We'll clean it up. Now I got all the transistors out. I'll test all those and everything. And we'll see what is what. I'm going to go ahead and clean this guy up right now. Okay, I have done all of the cleaning. I tested all of these transistors and they were all good. They tested good, so I just put new mica insulators, some heat sink compound, thermal compound, and put them back in. So that's good to go. I have cleaned, reflowed what I needed. I tested these amplifier transistors. I tested those. They're all good. I got fuses in it, and I really had to work on these fuse holders, polishing them, because they were no good. So I've got it now to where I've got continuity across all fuses. And I capped this, except for the big caps. It didn't come in the kit. I capped the high voltage cage, wherever it went to, right here. I capped the high voltage cage, and I did not change that pot. I tested it. It's a 5K pot, and it works. It's set right at 2.5K, so I'm leaving it because I don't have one that fits in there. But new caps. I tested the two transistors on the side. They're good. So, yeah, those are in and good. I still have to, I just make sure that the case isn't shorted out. I'm going to just make sure that the collectors aren't shorted to the case. Just hook a lead there and okay, very good. So this is what it looks like now. It's a lot better. I sprayed some deoxit in these sockets. Yeah, but we're I'm gonna get my rejuvenator out and test this tube. So that'll be next. Okay, I'm hooked up. I got it turned on. You can see the neck's glowing. I got my heater set at 6.3 G1 to 50. And it comes up, it's in the red a little bit. But we will let's go ahead and go to restore, clean and balance. And okay. I'm going to go over to rejuvenate. And let's see what this does, if we get any fireworks. Not really. I didn't see anything really burning off. Oh yeah, I did. I saw some fireworks that time. Yeah, there's a little crud in there. And let's hit it one more time. And let's switch over to clean and balance, and let's balance it out. Go ahead and do this a couple of times. Okay, let's go back to test. And now we are a little bit better. And it's dropping. Still not very good. And the life thing. The life thing actually holds pat pretty good. That's good. And it's coming back up. Yeah, this is not a very good tube. I'm going to rejuvenate it again. Ooh, yeah. Lots of fireworks that time. I don't know if you caught it, but there was a lot of burning off that time. A lot of junk. Pop, 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 fireworks, pop, pop, pop. Yeah, it's cooking off a lot of junk now. And hit it again. And I'm going to move it over to clean and balance. Hit it a few times. I was able to burn some stuff off of it. Okay, now let's back to test. We're in the yellow. That's a little bit better. Let's hit the life thing. You just hold this life button in, and if it drops really fast, it means it's not very good, but it ain't dropping at all. It's not bad at all. We've raised it quite a bit. I'm going to go to Juvenate one more time. Let's see if I can get some more fireworks out of this thing. Nope, I didn't see anything. Okay, well, it's clean and balanced. Sorry, I was interrupted by a phone call. I just switched it back to clean and balance, and I'm just going to hit clean and balance a couple of times. And one more time. Okay. And let's go back to, oops, I was not on restore. Well, let's go rejuvenate it one more time. And clean and balance. And one more time. Okay. Now let's go back to life. Now let's go back here and see what's going on. Alrighty, well, I guess that's looking like about as good as it's going to get. It's in the yellow. It's better than it was. Remember, it was down here. It was down by the A in bad. So we brought it back a bit. That's enough. That's enough for now, for this, the purpose of this. It'll have a good picture. So, cool. Okay, I've got it plugged in. I've got the AR plugged in. Of course, I don't have a board hooked to it. But the good news is spot killer's on, no fuses are blowing, and my heater voltage is good. So, that's good. So far, so good. So let's put a signal to it and see what happens. Alright guys, this is an Asteroids board that I have in for repair. And after multiple times of re-pinning this. I actually had to pull the schematic out and go by the schematic because what was in the Asteroids manual did not match up to the inputs that needed to be the way this needed to be wired. So I think I messed up a couple of times, and I ended up basically repinning that thing a couple of times. But got it going. This is what this board is doing. It's just got some weirdness. But I got this monitor working, which is awesome. Look at these. These were on the X deflection transistors plugging into the board. Look how green they are. Nasty. I'm going to go ahead and replace the rest of those because those are terrible. But yeah, pretty sweet. Looks like it might need a high voltage diode the way it's kind of blooming a little bit. And I've got those, so it's no big deal. All right. And here's the test screen. Not bad. It looks pretty good. A little weirdness up here, but I think that's the board. Right there. Yeah. And the asteroids look good, but the text is all messed up. All right. Excellent.